I declare the Spring 2016 Bossier Parish Community College exercises open. The commencement exercises will begin with the prayer of invocation by Mrs. Brenda Brantley, Dean of Learning Resources, the Pledge of Allegiance by Dr. Ray Scott Crawford, Dean of Communication and Performing Arts, and the National Anthem sung by Amber Shea Salter, a graduate today in the Associate of Arts in Performing Arts music major.
I'd like you to bow your heads, please. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day of celebration for all of our graduates. We ask that you protect and guide them to their next level of success. Inspire each graduate to put to good use all of the knowledge, skills, and life lessons gained through their education. May there be surmountable openings set before them in this incredible journey we call life. We ask that you go where they cannot, protect where they cannot protect themselves, and give strength that they cannot give. May the road before each of our graduates be paved with joyous opportunities that bring you honor and glory to all. In the name of Jesus we pray, amen.
Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose frost stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. It is my privilege to welcome you on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration to the 72nd commencement ceremony for Bossier Parish Community College. I am Lisa Taylor Dupree, the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Today is a remarkable day with the graduation of 435 students receiving 666 credentials. This morning we held a ceremony in which we graduated students in science, nursing, and allied health, and technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we're thrilled that we have so many graduates, we must have more than one ceremony. This is a time for everyone, as a parent, a family member, a friend, a colleague, and a member of the Bossier family, to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of these graduates. It is also important to us that this is Military Appreciation Month. This college is proud to be designated as a 2015-16 Governor's Military and Veteran-Friendly Campus, and for the 5th consecutive year to be awarded the distinction of being a 2016 military-friendly school by Victory Media. At this time, I would like to recognize anyone in our audience or stage party who is an active member of the military, a retired member of the military, or a member of a military family, present or past. Would you please stand? Today, we certainly honor your service to our country. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the stage party. Karen Recchia, Vice Chancellor for Student Services. Dee Dee Mitchell, Dean of Behavioral Social Sciences and College Transition Program. Peggy Fuller, Dean of Student Success and Interim Dean of Business. Vicki Dennis, Dean of Liberal Arts. Dr. Ray Scott Crawford, Dean of Communication and Performing Arts. Richard Cockerham, Registrar. Kathleen Vircher, Dean of Enrollment Management. Dr. Rick Bateman, Jr., Chancellor. Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. Senator Ryan Gaddy. Tom Williams, Executive Vice Chancellor. Raymond Abraham, Associate Vice Chancellor for Finance. Gail Flowers, Interim Vice Chancellor for Economic and Workforce Development. Kelly McDade, Assistant Professor of Liberal Arts. Brenda Brantley, Dean of Learning Resources. Donna Womack, Associate Vice Chancellor of Innovative Learning. Dr. Holly French-Hart, Associate Vice Chancellor of Institutional Effectiveness, Strategic Planning and Assessment. Sandra Partain, Dean of Technology, Engineering and Mathematics. Charles Cameron, Dean of Educational Technology. Allison Martin, Director of Institutional Effectiveness Initiatives. Katrina Sproles, 2015-16, 2016-17, Staff Senate President. Destiny Wesley, our 2016-2017 Student Government Association President, and she was awarded her degree in the ceremony this morning. Dr. Dawn Young, Professor of Behavioral and Social Sciences. At this time, there is another very special group that I would like to recognize, and that is the faculty of Bossier Parish Community College. Please stand. Dr. Bateman.
You know, it certainly is my honor to have this opportunity to introduce our commencement speaker. But before I do that, let me just ask you all to give, let me just share something with you. We've got, in Baton Rouge, we've got no two better friends then Senator Ryan Gaddy, and the Lieutenant Governor, Billy Nungesser. Would you please give them a round of applause? This has been a challenging year as we look forward to the new fiscal year, and those gentlemen are doing things on our behalf that I just wanted to make sure that we recognized. But we're very fortunate to have the Lieutenant Governor here to serve as our commencement speaker. I'd like to take a moment to just introduce him a little bit. Billy Nungesser currently serves as Louisiana's Lieutenant Governor. In that role, he is the second in command in the executive branch. And he is the state's ambassador as Commissioner of the Louisiana Department of Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. As a young man, Mr. Nungesser had the idea to convert shipping containers into portable living quarters for offshore workers. In 1991, he turned a $7,500 loan into a company named General Marine Leasing. This is a business that grew to more than 200 workers and $20 million in sales as the largest provider of portable buildings in the Gulf of Mexico. In 2005, Mr. Nungesser and his wife, Cher, rode out Hurricane Katrina at their ranch in southern Plaquemines Parish. He was infuriated by the slow response of government, so he ran for office and he was elected Plaquemines Parish President in 2006. 8 years later, he returned a surplus every year as Parish President. Mr. Nungesser started challenging and working with FEMA and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, focusing on developing a master plan to restore Louisiana's ravaged coastline and wetlands in order to protect communities from storm surges. He was re-elected in 2010 with over 70% of the vote. On April 20th, 2010, Plaquemines Parish became ground zero for the nation's biggest environmental disaster. In the wake of BP's Deepwater Horizon oil rig explosion in the Gulf, Billy Nungesser became the voice of Louisiana's frustration. He took on national agencies, BP officials, and even the President of the United States, forcing the government into quicker action to protect wildlife and property. He never measured his words for political correctness, believing the only correct thing to do was to fight for the rights of those harmed. National news organizations at the time labeled him, quote, the hardest working man in Louisiana. That's really saying something. Folks in Louisiana work really hard. After the oil disaster, he wanted to make a difference for all of Louisiana, and he ran for lieutenant governor in 2001. Though he was not successful in that race, he ran again and was elected just last year as our state's lieutenant governor. With just 50 days under his belt in office, Governor John Bell Edwards tasked Lieutenant Governor Nungesser to assist local communities and helping them secure funding after the historic widespread flooding statewide. And a lot of our folks, perhaps I'm sure several of you in this gym today, were devastated by that flooding. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm Bipsy welcome to our Lieutenant Governor, Billy Nungesser.
Thank you, Dr. Bateman. It is a real honor and privilege for me to be here before you, and I want to thank the Louisiana Community College System Board of Supervisors, the Bossier Parish Community College facility, faculty, students, parents, but most importantly you. Today I am so proud of each and every one of you, and it is a real privilege to be here. Today is May 13th, 2016. As educated men and women, you move on to your next phase of life. Today is a defining moment for each of you. For you, it is a milestone on a path either to a higher education or for others, the mark of beginning of your professional career. But one thing is clear, none of you should see this as an ending. Understand that life will be full of these defining moments, moments that mold you and shape you into the person you're destined to be, moments that will defy the legacy you to leave, moments that you will arrive at a fork in the road, and moments that you will get knocked down, moments where all hope will seem lost. And there are moments that will make you feel that nothing can stop you. The joy and happiness will always prevail. Understand that you have a power to make a difference, so use it well. Louisiana itself has had its own roadblocks thrown in its way. I myself, as president of Plaquemines Parish, rode out 5 hurricanes and faced the largest oil spill in the history of the United States. But we came back stronger than ever. With the flooding up here in North Louisiana and across Louisiana, we'll come back stronger than ever, because that's the kind of people we are. Today, I'd like to share with you one defining moment in my life. I was introduced to starting this business with a small loan from my mother. Throughout that time, I volunteered for a riding center for disabled children. And I used to go every Saturday and lift a little girl out of a wheelchair onto the back of a horse. And one Saturday, it began to rain, and they canceled class. And that little girl gripped me and didn't want to get back off that horse. And I'd made a promise to myself that day that if I could ever afford it, I would build a covered arena where they would never cancel class. And as I sold my company and grew the business, I built that arena with over 200 children enjoy riding that horse and never seeing class canceled. That was my defining moment and the greatest thing I've ever done. So as you get those opportunities, grab onto them. Today I have 3 pieces of advice that I hope will help guide you through many difficult decisions and defining moments. First, there is purpose. One day I know you will hear for a reason. Just let each of you hear for a reason. Make no mistake, but for a purpose. And that purpose will carry you far. To change the world in your own way, to leave a mark on society, and show the world who you are, to leave a legacy. And let it be made clear that you will not always receive credit you deserve for your accomplishments. As Ronald Reagan once said, there is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Second, you must always have courage. It is courage that calls on us to stand up for what is right, even when it's not popular. It is also courage that allows us to stand in the face of adversity. By having courage, we do not fear failure. We welcome it. Because without failure, there is no chance or no way to measure our success. And by displaying courage, you will continue to fulfill our purpose of going out and influencing the world for the better. And finally, resilience. We are no stranger to resilience here in Louisiana. We talked about the flooding, the hurricanes, and the oil spill. Yet we always seem to bounce back stronger than ever. Resilience is the ability to get back up when you fall down. It is motivation that failure is not an option, and the decision to face problems head on. As Lieutenant Governor, I want to remind you of that. We live in the greatest state ever. We have the most unique culture, history, music, food in the world. But the one thing that makes Louisiana special is our people. It's you. They're like no one else in the world. We work hard, but we're not afraid to enjoy life, aren't afraid to make a difference, and when we're hit hard, we get up stronger. So I challenge you, as the slogan for Lieutenant Governor is when we travel the world to promote tourism is, pick your passion. I challenge each of you to pick your passion. You see, there's no great thing that has ever been achieved in this state or in this country that was not done with passion. So whatever it is you do, whatever road you take, whatever you embrace, do it with passion and you'll succeed. Thank you. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for those powerful messages of, defining moments of purpose and certainly of passion. We really appreciate those remarks. The associate degrees and certificates will now be conferred. Lisa Taylor Dupree, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, and the academic deans will present the candidates for degrees and certificates. Richard Cockerham, College Registrar, will award the degrees and certificates, assisted by Kathleen Vircher, Dean of Enrollment Management.
Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Chancellor Bateman, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for certificates and associate degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the divisions of Bossier Parish Community College. And I am pleased to recommend to you, with the confirmation of the faculty and the academic deans, that they be awarded their certificates and associate degrees, as is in each case appropriate, in recognition of their academic accomplishments. I am honored to recommend that they be granted their certificates and degrees symbolic of these academic achievements.
Upon your recommendation and by the authority vested in me by the Louisiana Community and Technical College Board of Supervisors, I do hereby award you the academic certificates and associate degrees as indicated.
Symbolic of your graduation, will you now move your tassels from the right to the left? Will the graduates on the first row please remain standing and all others be seated? For those seated, the marshals will indicate when you are to stand and move forward. Will those standing please come forward and receive your degrees and certificates? I recognize the appropriate deans to present graduates in their respective divisions.
For the Associate of Applied Science in Care and Development of Young Children, Jasmine Etosha Davis. Miranda June Garrett. Laura Lucera Martinez. Elizabeth Ashley Stavaros. Ansonia Legretes Weisner. Ashley N. Youngblood. For the Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice, Shapaquin Linnell Bass. Tina Darlene Bridges. Layla C. Brown. Christian Corey Castillo. Jerica C. Cheatham. Shayla Corrine Clark. Sandra Michelle Hamilton. Sheila Renese Harden. Crystal Siobhan Holly. Tanya Renee Eubanks. Chandra Simone Jones. Charles Tyler Knipe. Valerie Annette Littlepage. Tracy Lamar Lyle. Tamika Renee McGraw. Takia Monet Morris. Olivia Elizabeth Owens. Brittany Michelle Pearson. Sharisa Annette Pursley. Connie Rodriguez Snellgrove. For the Associate of Science and Teaching, Kathleen Britton. Victoria Gabrielle Cash. For the Associate of Arts in Louisiana Transfer Social Sciences concentration, Amber Nicole Desatel.
For the TCA and Basic Management, Darlene Ann Nelson. For the CTS and Culinary Arts, Joanne K. Butcher. Shaylon L. Bridges. Diana Chong. Jordan Fontana. Myron Frazier. Fawn Garcia. Amandra Wright Griffin. Anthony Jones. Latravius Jones. Christopher Kelly. Antonicia L. Moncrief. Thomas C. Pennell. Devonda Perry. Roshonda R. Richardson. Antonio Roberson. Joanne Scroggins. Kimberly K. Smith. Terry Spates. Tobin Talley. Trudy Ward. Adrian D. Watkins. For the CTS and legal assistant. Latasia Austin. For the Associate of Applied Science and Business Administration. Taylor Cassidy Benjamin. Cyrus Lawrence Blunt, Sr. Jeremy Ryan Bonton. Christina Camp. Nicole Cotton Carradine. Allison Ann Clark. Destiny Jade Curry. Sankeithia H. Davis. Tierra Latrice Davis. Kamisha Marsha Franklin. Destin Kyle Gilbert. Stephanie Nicole Gilbert. Jasmine L. Hines. Heath Aaron Levitt. Tara Lynn McKissick. Okay. Ronald Armand Munn, Jr. Ahab Rahman. January Williams Robinson. Nathan Kincaid Rutledge. Timmy A. Sneed. Ashley Michelle Stanton. Eric Thames. Jordan Isaiah Williams. For the Associate of Science in Healthcare Management. Kimberlyn Nicole Campbell. Kendra Monique Cash. Allegra Simone Marshall. Amani McCutcheon. Brittany Paige McDonald.
For the TCA in Sound Recording Technology, Robert Finch. For the CTS in Communication Media, Claybriche Brittany Watts. The Associate of Applied Science and Communication Media, Matthew Alexandra Banks. Channing Edward Ewing. Sean Michael Garraway. Jasmine Janae Giles. Carla Lauren Gordon. Billy Gale McLemore. Tammy Lynn Miles. Thomas Benjamin Moore. Fabian Carrasco Moreno. Perry Wayne Pagan. Tanisha Deshawn Pogue. For the Associate of Arts in Performing Arts and all associate certificates, in theater, Madeline Claire Hires. In music, Michelle Natanya Moline. In music, Amber Shea Salter. In music, Vincent C. Turner. In theater, Kathleen Elise Veers. For the CTS in theater, John Robert Tarrant. The Louisiana Transfer, Mass Communications, Amber Nicole Osterhout.
For the Certificate of General Studies, Miranda Young. For the Associate of General Studies, Valerie Ann Adams. Brandon Barth. Taylor Cassidy Brady. Michaela Michelle Barber. Catherine Rose Carroll. Gabriel Flippo. Joanne Foster. Christopher John Gonzalez. Allison Harris. Michael Ray Harris. Rodrika Nicole Harris. Brandon Kyle Henley. Reeves Hudson. Just Tony. Michael Antonio Johnson. Christina Michelle Luck. Desiree Nicole Lyons. Brittany Grace Matkin. Jessica Watson Matter. Azaria McClendon. William Adam McCullough. Jamisha McGee. Jordan Leah Miller. Taffany Kathleen Ming. Carrie Alicia Mitchell. Giorgio Valente Mosley. Dadrian Noel. Macy Estelle Norman. Beverly Ann Patiz. Reginald Poland. Christine Cherie Polk. Kimberly Shea Reeder. Erin McKenzie Rhodes. Amy Marie Robertson. Radarian Rogers. Lilia Kate Rose. Brian Edward Scaife. Heather Marie Smith. Sherry Jean Smith. Torquinarda Smith. Donna K. Tucker. Jalea Tanae Turner. Veronica Catherine Vinson. Destiny Sierra Wallace. Diamond Marie Willis. Cody Jerome Walker. Ashley Ann Barber.
Ladies and gentlemen, the spring 2016 graduating class of Bossier Parish Community College. Following in the college's tradition of a faculty member giving the closing remarks, it is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Kelly McDade, Assistant Professor of Liberal Arts. Mrs. McDade earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in Art History and Philosophy from Newcomb College of Tulane University and her Master of Liberal Arts degree with a concentration in Art History from Louisiana State University, Shreveport. She has taught here at the college for 11 years. Mrs. McDade enjoys getting to know 300 motivated learners every year and sharing in the student-teacher dialogue that is called learning. When Mrs. McDade isn't teaching, she enjoys making a positive change in our community, traveling, cooking, gardening, practicing yoga, drawing and painting, reading, hiking, and kayaking. This is one busy lady. Please help me in welcoming Mrs. Kelly McDade.
Greetings and congratulations, graduates. I am honored and pleased to present you with today's closing remarks. I am also a little bit daunted to be the one between you and your own personal celebration with friends and family, so I hope that this will be brief enough. I relish the opportunity to share some small words of wisdom, of inspiration with you today because you are in a liminal state, a moment in between what is and what will be. This is a period of change and an opportunity for pause and reflection before you move forward with your life's plan. Our culture does not generally promote or embrace these reflective moments in our lives. Rather, society promotes outward celebrations. And while parties and pats on the back are fun and feel good, it is in pausing and reflecting that you participate in an utterly human task, one that separates you and I from animals and machines. In short, self-reflection is a necessary task if we are to make the most of what we have been given in this life. That said, I want to take this chance to share with you some thoughts and ideas that may help you consider what you have accomplished to date and what you hope to accomplish in the future. This February, I was fortunate enough to be invited to attend a conference in the beautiful country of Belize. While there, I heard two inspiring presenters whose words have stuck with me over the following months. The session was entitled, Meeting the Needs of Our Students, Developing Citizenship and Employability Skills in the 21st Century. I know, sounds boring, right? But I was pleasantly surprised, so see what you think. The first presenter was Loretta Logan, a Belizean educator whose opening quote was, "Education is a window to a larger world, allowing one to move one's individual story forward." She was a powerful speaker who proposed that a teacher's most important job is to inspire one's students to find their passion, to encourage each student to develop their own voice, and to encourage continuous lifelong learning. She said that one of the most important things a school does is to help students look at what they see every day and see it anew. I hope and believe that at BIPSI, we too have inspired these ideas in you. Have you found your passion? If you have, be absolutely clear about what it is and do not allow yourself to be drawn away from it. Keep it in front of you no matter what you are doing right now. If you have not, keep searching. It is out there waiting to be discovered. You will know it when you see it. Have you developed your own voice? Only you can speak your own truth and in your own timbre. Use your voice and always be authentic. Are you now a committed lifelong learner? I can honestly tell you at the ripe old age of 50 that this is the only way to be. For change continues to come throughout your life, and we are only able to adapt through continuous learning. I mean, just recently I learned to use the filters on Snapchat. See what I mean? Lifelong learning is the way to go. The second presenter at the conference was Stuart Crone, a former broadcast journalist and now businessman who asked the question, what does it mean to be a good citizen? What a great question. What does it mean to be a good citizen? This question warrants consideration and helps to reframe our knowledge and intentions in a broader way. It helps to recalibrate our perspectives so that we are not only concerned with our personal needs, but we are also taking into consideration the needs of our community, our city, our state, our country, our world. What does it mean to you to be a good citizen? How can you help others? What needs to be done to improve your community? Chances are you already have some ideas about these things. Be the one to help make these changes. I encourage you to consider these questions and your own answers. In Belize, Crone went on to list the skills of the types of people he was looking to hire. These are individuals that have analytical skills, which we hear a lot about, but he defined as the ability to connect the dots, to make connections between unrelated things. Number 2, individuals who possess an ability to communicate. You have all been through your English and speech classes now, and for good reason. And number 3, individuals who are curious about the world. That's it. These are the skills you need. And at BIPSI, you have gotten these skills. Another important of advice Crone gave was to encourage recent grads to simply get your foot in the door, no matter the title or position, because only then can you be recognized for your good work ethic, your positive attitude, and your problem-solving skills that are essential to any career. He stated that employees would rather promote from within instead of taking a chance on someone they don't know. So get in there. So my advice to you is to put yourself out there, pursue your dream, and don't be afraid to start at the bottom. You will only be a better manager or a boss if you have had experience in multiple areas of your chosen career. But maybe I am focusing too much on where you are going rather than where you are right now. If so, I believe that the words of Jeremy Collins, a mountain climber, writer, and artist, may be relevant today. In his book, Drawn, The Art of the Ascent, he identifies 8 guideposts for living a meaningful life. These are: try your best to make the complex simple and the simple complex. This is a good challenge for your mind. Number 2, make money to live life and never the opposite. This is good for your heart and spirit. Number 3, say yes to opportunities that will shape you in the long run, even if it means sacrificing opportunities that benefit you in the short run. This will build your character. Number 4, be an active steward of the earth. This will sustain you and those you love. Number 5, always respect women, even if you don't understand them. Your mama taught you this, and for a really good reason. Number 6, find the outcasts and make them feel welcome. Because chances are you have been an outcast at one point or another and can appreciate how lonely that feels. Number 7, share. Live with the belief that there is enough to go around, and there will be. Number 8, never let complacency catch you. Seek to grow, and you will never be bored. In closing, I will leave you with one more reflection by Collins, which he wrote after climbing mountains in southern Mongolia, Yosemite Valley, Venezuela, and the Northern Territory of Canada. In effect, he went around the world. He states, It didn't all turn out the way I thought it might. My journey in 4 directions. Adventures never do, and that doesn't bother me too much. We all come back different but the same, and hopefully better for our efforts. And you can't see that as a failure. In the end, the experiences, friendships, and stories collected along the way are what I hold as a success. We are born to explore and pursue our own firsts, however we define them, whether that means the outer limits of the physical map, the inner chasms of our imagination, or our own identity. With that, I say to you, may your adventures be grand. May your stories be entertaining. May you explore and explore and explore this wide world we live in. And may you make your mark on the map. Congratulations, graduates. We are incredibly proud of your accomplishments and anticipate great things in the future.
Thank you, Mrs. McDade. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, I would like to thank you for your attendance at today's graduation ceremony. It certainly means the world to us. Will the audience please remain seated for the recessional? Will the graduate, stage party, and faculty please rise for the recessional?